Hi, everyone. My name is Flora, and I'm from Cysen. I am a cybersecurity professional and a career coach in cybersecurity. Today, my presentation will be the topic of cybersecurity. Could it be your life partner? And if you read the title, you was wondering, what does Flora mean by life partners? And it's funny, I was talking to my husband and I said, wow, I think I just found my dream career because you're my first partner, and now I find my second partner, which is cybersecurity, which what I enjoy doing on a daily basis. And I tell you why. I will explain to you why the professions had excite me a lot and why I try to convince you to be a cybersecurity. I will explain to you high-level details on how to get into the field. And last but not least, I will tell you a little bit of the service that I'm going to offer through my website. Security, and as I mentioned, long difficult password, and I can tell you why, because my mom often asks me to change her password every 3 months because she thinks that everybody trying to steal her bank password. So what I did, I changed her password and I write it down on a piece of paper, and then she stick that piece of paper on top of her bank card and put it in her wallet. So I said, Mom, why are you doing that? And she's, why? I said, I need to remember my password. And I said, well, if you put your password beside your card, if somebody gets your card, then they take all your money. And just, oh, right, you're right, right? Because she's not from cybersecurity. So these things, it could be challenging for us, and especially when we talk about cybersecurity, which is a very complex topic. So I would explain to you a little bit on how, when I tell people that I work in cybersecurity, my friend thinks that I'm a hacker. Am I a hacker? I don't think so. And my mom thinks that I fix computer at my company. The society thinks that I'm building cool stuff behind the scene. And my boss thinks I'm on the grid, which is, if you see the Matrix movie, that's what my boss thinks who I am. I'm Neo. And what I think before I get into cybersecurity is that I would be behind the scene and do all the codings and be that person with the hood if you see on TV. But then often, if you see the last picture, that's what actually I do. I couldn't figure out how I fixed that problem. I couldn't figure out why that user chose the password 123. And that is the story behind why I think cybersecurity professional is such an amazing profession, because it's complex, yet. But there's so many areas that you can be focused on and be able to accelerate within the career. And it's a fun career to be. And I would tell you why cybersecurity is a great fit for you, just like myself, because right now, with the rate of the technology grow, there's very high demand and very low supply. The recent survey from IBM showed that in 2021, there are about 1.3 million jobs that unfulfilled. And that's, I think, go back to the definitions of what is cybersecurity. And we said, some people think that it's too complex to get in. And that seems to be the number one worry when somebody tried to get into cybersecurity career. And you would have no worry about employment rates, because clearly they're high demand and low supply. And who doesn't want a cool job title? A malware engineer or a threat intelligence analyst. Who doesn't want those title? I do. And last but not least, just like in movie, maybe you can save the world one day by being a cybersecurity. You can save the world from a big malware that could bring down the world, just like in Terminator, right? So let's go further on how you would be able to explore these career paths further. Just like every other professions, we start with the junior level. Then when we gain a little bit of experience, we move to senior positions. And when you are comfortable enough, then you can move up to management by being a team lead. And these roles can be fulfilling between your technical knowledge and your people skill. And I think these are the areas that cybersecurity professional need to be focused on more. And that's why there's a lot of us being cybersecurity engineer, but there's very little of us being in the management position. To reach to the top, We can be a chief information cybersecurity officer with 200K, the remote team, and be able to share a lot of fun, cool story about our team and how we save the world. In addition, I think cybersecurity have these personality traits that could be beneficial for them. And I think if you resonate yourself in these three areas, which is critical thinker, problem solver, and lifelong learner. Critical thinker in cybersecurity is very important because we are persistently solving problems for business. We're trying to connect the dot between technicals and provide secure solutions for business. And as the technology grow every day, the eager to learn new things can help us in the professions because we're learning new things every day and try to provide secure solutions business every day. And I think my top tip to get into cybersecurity career is to connect to social media with the local cybersecurity community groups. Gain more experience by joining local these groups, and these groups also help you to identify your career path. And myself included, I can also help you explore the options when you want to try to get into cybersecurity. These organizations also offer certification, real certifications that are very well known in the industry and would be able to help you get the foot on the door. And last but not least, technical knowledge. My analogy is do the practical and learning by doing. Build your own lab, build your own equipment at home and start exploring. And if you, like myself, enjoy the professions, enjoy helping people, so what are you waiting for? Connect with me on my website. Email me at Flora and book 30 minutes for the free discovery call, and I can help you to explore this career path. It took me quite a short path to join cybersecurity workforce and be able to grab onto the professions within 3 years. And I think the principle that you know about T-shape helped you with the career because you understand the big pictures and then you see where yourself fit within that T-shape. There are different organizations that offer certification to start. They offer really good training, and I would be able to help you identify your path before you get into certification. It's get a little bit complicated. And from my perspective, I think experience would outweigh certifications. Let's decide what is your area of focus, and then we can dive further into the certification path. Cybersecurity included doesn't need a lot of heavy education because a lot of kids these days, I noticed that they're learning by doing. And I think the experience are outweighing the education, but the education will help you tremendously to get your foot on the door.